Hey, it's David here, BreezeFlippers. I had something cool go out today, so I thought, yeah, I'll do a video this morning. I did one yesterday. You probably just saw it this morning, so you might get two today, or you might get one on Tuesday. We'll see when I put this out. But anyway, I had something cool sale, and I thought, I just had some things on my mind, so I thought maybe I would just put out a quick video. So let's get into it.
Find it, flip it, ship it, wear BreezeFlippers. Keep it moving. Find it, flip it, ship it, repeat.
So I've never really done a shipping video, but I thought, you know what, why not? I'm gonna talk to you while I do some shipping and see how it goes today. You may find this very boring. I don't know. You may find it interesting, who knows? But I did have a couple cool sales go out. Last night, another sale came through. Guess what? More Pokémon plush. Man, I wish I could find another order of these or just find somebody that's selling them. Crazy that I picked them up for what I did. But this one went out. I got $18.99. It's new and $5.99 shipping. So very excited about that. It's going to go in a box, and some people would wonder why I put it in a box, but it has a new with tag, and honestly, the box is pretty light, so it's not going to cost that much to ship. So we'll ship it out that way. So I do a little bit different. So I'll show you. Just you want to see. So this is what I'm doing. I'll put it in a box. I did put a little piece of paper in there to keep it from moving around. I have the sheet, and then I have a card. We always use the same card, and my wife signs these because my handwriting's horrible, but that's our card. And I know some people say that's overkill, but it does have my scans on there, so I always think someday maybe somebody will scan it and look at it, but it makes it pretty easy. We'll see how much this is. I don't think it's going to cost. I'm shocked if it even costs $5.99, to be honest with you. I'll move this camera. I just believe I put that up there. Anyway, but I'm still using Pirate Ship right now. Anybody else not going to use Pirate Ship anymore after the first of the month? My understanding is that with the new policy for items not received, I think you have to use their shipping. So I don't really know for sure if that's what I heard, but it kind of said that way, and it sounded like it's going to. I'm going to go back and rewatch some of those to see if I can figure out if that's exactly what they were saying. I kind of wish it wouldn't be. I mean, it seems to me that if you're doing tracking and everything, that it would be the same. Cool, under 8 ounces, so let's see what it does. But I don't know, guys. I kind of think that maybe, you know, if they would kind of loosen that up, maybe, I don't know. But I mean, I understand why they want it, because it's all in-house and they keep it that way. $4.91 to ship, I'll take that. So, so it's under the $5.99, so it pays for the box. The box isn't that much, probably 70 cents. So, but I don't know if that's going to be the way it's going to be or not. So I guess we'll find out. So I know you guys have different processes, which is understandable. But, and then I'm going to show you what else sold. I got a lot of boxes going out today. Man, it's going to be a fun. I sold a comic, but I was really excited about this comic. This is Amazing Spider-Man 300, but it's the Mexican edition, so it is a Mexican foil edition. Now I picked this up off of Whatnot. I was on some auctions, just saw it there. I picked it up for very little money. I want to say, I think my total cost, I bought some other comics with it, so I think the total I paid was about 20 something, and I remember getting about 5 or 6 comics in that whole lot. So this was one of them. I sent this in to CGC to be graded, and I thought it was going to be a 9.8, I'll be honest with you. But it came back, and it came back as a 9.4, which is kind of disappointing. But it says it has a crease in the bottom left-hand corner. Well, I'm looking at it, and I can kind of see that there might be a crease, but I didn't think one little crease would be a 9.4, but and the crease is very hard to see. I look at these with a loop. I go through them and look at the edges. I look at everything. I just didn't see any other issues on it, which surprised me that it actually ended up that. But anyway, I took an offer of $170. So any of you comic folks out there, you're probably scratching your head going, fair market value on that particular comic at a 9.4 is probably closer to $70. But I think there's a lot of factors that go into getting a comic, right? So when you think about it, you know, there's a lot of things that drive what a comic's going to be worth. So one of the things you think about is scarcity, right? If it's scarce, if there's not very many of them, I think that's a big deal to me, is that if it's like there's only a few of them out there, you can get more of a price. So fair market value, and I use Go Collect a lot for the fair market value to kind of see what something is worth. It gives me a pretty good idea, right? But it says this is what they've sold at. And recent sales of a 9.4 were not very good. So I guess in one way, this will be interesting because technically I'm setting the market. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna grab something out of here, guys. But I'm kind of setting the market on there. So the next person that probably wants to sell one will probably get a good value too. But I typically ship these out, and this is the way I'll show you how I do it. So I use Gemini mailers. I use the graded ones, and this is the graded comic mailer. And it is, I gotta pull this over a little bit. Well, I messed that up. Isn't that fun when you're talking to somebody? Actually, easier way to do it is just pull a piece of tape off. But I use the graded comic mailer. So far, I've had very, very good luck with these, and never really too many issues. But I also take the extra precaution of putting them inside of a bubble mailer as well. Now, if I'm shipping these overseas, I do not trust anymore. After having the last one that I had that got busted, I don't trust them, so I put them in a full box. So I actually put them inside of one of these, and then I put them in a box. So, but yeah, so this is, and I don't know, I mean, I use these, I've been very successful with them, shipping all over. I hate that when that happens. It gets just that little piece stuck on there. But the Gemini mailers, these right here in particular, I want to say they're a little bit more than they are a little bit more, but I don't know. I think I'm close to, I want to say they're close to $2 each. But the peace of mind that you get, for me, is much better. And so once you get that in there, you get that nice and tight. And then I always put a seal of tape on it just to make sure. Sorry for the noise. And then I will take that and take this and put that inside of an envelope. So that way, if anything happens, it opens up. This is the envelope that I use. And then I will put them in here. So then, and this is a number, I want to say this is a number, man, is this a number 9? It's a big envelope. It's like 18 inches. Yeah, it's an 18 by 14 inch envelope. So I don't like doing it this way. I don't like to have it just like one big envelope. So what I'll do, make a lot of noise. Sorry again. I will pull that all the way out and I fold it over. And I do the same thing on the other side. That way I don't have any edges. And I do that here. But, you know, like I said, there's a lot of things that can drive the price on this. And $170, now it went out with free shipping, so I will say that. And again, that's one of the things that I'm still thinking about is, am I going to do free shipping on the more expensive comics? And I think I probably will. Just because I think it kind of, I mean, at this point, if you're paying me $170 for this, I think you're well worth the amount of whatever it's going to cost me to ship it. And truly, honestly, I could ship this for probably $6 or $8. I don't know where it's going for sure. I'll tell you real quick. I think it's California, so it's going to cost a little bit more to go to California, which is normal. But yeah, Resedale, California. So it's going to cost a little bit more, but yeah. So I put these on there. Then I put these do not bend stickers on there, and I put the fragile stickers on there. But I don't always believe that that's the case. Sometimes I honestly think it's a challenge for the postal system. If you put these like fragile on there, that they take it as a challenge to see if they can break it. I don't know. But I will insure this because it is $170. Let's see if that comes out too. 1 pound, 11.4 ounces. So that's not too shabby. So that's kind of my process on it. I do have basically I have it set up so that I can go in here and just pick it because I have a profile set up for mailing out graded comics. But there we go. But you know, like I said, I don't have to put a whole lot on it, but I do want to insure it because it's over 100, so I probably will insure it. Now, my actual cost on this is, like I said, I bought a whole bunch of comics, and at that time, I I don't think it was, I can't remember, but I think it was around $25. I remember getting this one and a couple other ones that were pretty nice. And I did send, I think, them off to be graded. So, but I did send this one off. So I sent it off when it had the big sale where I could get all of the grading done and stuff for like $21. So I figure I have about $35 total in it. So it did $170, and then just so you kind of know, after taxes, I mean, everything that you have to do, I think I ended up with $140 after everything, fees and everything. So yeah, there's some fees involved, guys. I mean, that's all part of the whole game, right? So after that, I think it was probably about $140. So we're gonna see how much it costs to ship, but yeah, $11, and well, I'm not sending the Ground Saver. Let's see, he's not in an apartment, so I think we can send it, honestly, UPS is a little bit better for these, so I'm gonna send it UPS. $11.99, and that's not too bad. So $11.99, so my total on that's probably going to be just a shade over $127 is what I'm going to end up making on it. So 127 minus the, I'll say 35. So I'm not actually too bad on this. So anyway, that's one of the comics you kind of get excited about selling. I love selling a $170 comic. I was kind of shocked when the offer came in. So I was like, well, I'm definitely going to take that because it's good. This is what I got going out, guys. I've got 2 full bags. Here, I'll show you. This is from the comic auction this week and from shipping this weekend. So I've got 2 full bags going out. So pardon our messy room. But yeah, it's kind of fun stuff. So $170, a little over $200, I think, for the day. Was that right? So can't complain. Yeah, $213 total. So anyway, so sales, I think, are picking up a little bit. I think they're going to get better. So I just thought I'd throw this out there because, you know, it's kind of fun. See what I do, see what happens. And I'd love to see if you guys got a better way of shipping these, please tell me, especially graded comics. I have some ideas about how to ship the lower end comics because I'm going to be listing a whole bunch of comics real soon. So I'm going to try to blow up my eBay with a ton of comics. I think just having more up there will give me more opportunity and it kind of gets more people to the store. So I definitely believe in that. I'm going to use the lister, List Easier AI to do that. It did a good job. So again, if you haven't tried it out, go give it a try and let me know what you think. But make sure you use Commonwealth as your payment code in there because you get money off. And he's the only one that has the code right now. So, but speaking of that too, there are going to be some auctions coming up this week in DibDit auctions. But if you're not on DibDit yet, and this is what I wanted to throw out there real quick. One of the things I wanted to say today. They're doing a $1, basically a $1 giveaway on DibDit. So if you haven't gone out to DibDit yet, go to DibDit.com and sign up. You can use BreezeFlips and get $5 off your first $10 purchase. Doesn't necessarily have to be from me. It can be from anybody. But if you go out there, you can win a Sega game system. It's pretty cool. And they're giving away a bunch of these $1 things. So if you go sign up, all you gotta do is put a $1 bid on it, and they're gonna choose a winner, a random winner that you'll basically get a full Sega game system for $1. So they're gonna be doing a bunch of those, and I think that it's a real good way, you know, just to kind of get into the system and see what's going on there. But I think it's kind of a fun way to get in there. And honestly, we put in, I think they said they put in 100 people since yesterday. So that is growing like crazy. It's getting more opportunity there, and there's a lot of great deals for buyers. If you're reselling, good offers out there. Right now, Kevin's running a show live, I think on Monday, Tuesday, I think, and Wednesday. He's just selling off a bunch of his stuff. This is good stuff, guys. So if you want to get in there and get some reasonable stuff, I highly recommend it. So go to DibDit, DibDit.com, use BreezeFlips. You can get $5 off your first $10 purchase. And yes, I do get something for that, and I'm not going to complain. I should be excited about having $5. It gives me a chance to buy stuff. I do buy a lot of stuff on DibDit, so it's a great place to shop, and it's fun. Holidays coming up, plus fourth quarter, so you want to look for a different way to do some sourcing. That's a great way to do it. So let me know if you get on there too. Tell me you do, and then make sure you follow me on there, and you'll see some of the deals that I'm putting out too. So that would be awesome. Well, listen. It wasn't much today. I just thought I'd get on here and talk a little bit. I was excited about the sale that I had. I love starting out on Monday with a $170 sale. You can't beat that. So hopefully with this whole week, maybe that'll set the week off and we'll go great. I hope your week's great. I hope you guys have a super, super great week, actually. And at the end of this week, you can kind of tell me about your sales. I'm David, BreezeFlippers. We'll see you.
Find it, flip it, ship it. We're BreezeFlippers. Keep it moving. Find it, flip it, ship it. Repeat.